So, uh, Genesis tells us that God put medicine in the leaves of the plants. So, I truly believe in the best medicine is the medicine that God has naturally for us. So, just wanted to show you a couple of things that I use, and it's just been put on my heart because there's a lot of people suffering and dying, and I think that we can be proactive just by listening to um, our wise seniors, those of our past who have learned ways to survive and passed it on to us. That's what I've done. So, one of the things is the old adage, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. There is so much truth in this because everybody knows there's a lot of vitamins and nutrients in the apple that really and truly cannot be duplicated. So the apple, it helps your gut health, which is where your immune system. Also, if it's steamed or stewed apple is also has been researched and found to actually have a good um, be good for your steroids, be a good steroid. So if you're told that you need to go on steroids, steamed apples can also do the same trick. One of the other things, and this is something I learned because I had two kids who were diagnosed um, with asthma, and they were very severe. I think one of the late mothers of the church gave me this idea because one of my children threw up on the floor right before I had to take them to the doctor again for asthma. Cod liver oil, just a little bit. They take it. They said take it between September and March, the times when allergies and allergens are really high for some people. But for my asthma kids, every single day. And after I started giving this to them, they never had a sick day ever. Even kids that had to stay with us temporarily, they were in line for it. No sick days. So I believe in that because I know I used it. Most recently, my husband has bronchitis really bad, and someone gave him this a couple of years ago, and that was before 2020. It is elderberry. He was suffering really bad from bronchitis to the point where, of course, it was getting into his lungs, and he had to have steroid shots. And he started with this elderberry, and all of a sudden, no more problems. I mean, for a couple of years after that, never had any more problems, and he'd been suffering every single year. And so we truly believe in the elderberry and have been taking it regularly, giving it to all our kids and everybody. Nobody's had a problem so far by the grace of God. Um, my cousin and um, my cousin, she has been telling me about echinacea. Echinacea. And I hadn't heard of it. I mean, all of this cod liver oil, elderberry, I hadn't heard of these things growing up. I had not heard of them growing up. But she discovered echinacea because her mom knew about it. And so she was really, really sick one time. And she said to the point of death that the doctors couldn't figure out what to do. And she was just in the bed. And her mom said, we need to go get some echinacea. She got it and she had to turn around. And so she gave me some one time when I came to her house and I had sinuses, I had a headache and everything. And she gave it to me and before I could even think about it, it was gone. I had to like think back, man, it's gone. That echinacea works. So most recently, my husband came in on Wednesday with a cough, and it was a dry cough, and it quickly went to that kind of wet cough, and he was cold. So we're in that COVID season. Back in my head, oh, COVID. But the next day, I got some of this echinacea, and I also got some zinc tablets because she talked about those. My cousin told me about both of those. Gave him those right before he went to sleep, and he slept all the way through the night. Not a single cough, y'all. Hadn't had, and the cough hasn't revisited. It's been gone. He's been perfectly fine. So, all that to say that some of those things that maybe you took when you were younger, maybe your grandmother or your great grandmother, someone told you about, they still work. they still work. So, along with all of the other things that the CDC suggests, um, in order for you not to get as sick as maybe some others may get, or maybe that you would have gotten, think about looking in your cabinet or putting your cabinet in your cabinet some of these natural immune system boosters, some of these things that naturally boost your immune system, and having a daily habit of taking some of them, just a little bit. Some of these you don't want to take every single day, just take when you start feeling a little something. That's the echinacea and the zinc. And but some of them you can take a little bit, at least once or every 2 days. All right. So that was just on my spirit and I couldn't let it rest. I wanted to share it with you. Be blessed and take care of yourself and have a great day. It starts with your decision to be happy and healthy and be a blessing to everyone that you meet. Take care.